What's up, guys? Today I'm going to rank every single way that there is to improve your looks. I've spent years scavenging the internet, researching in my free time, figuring out the best ways to improve yourself, and that's why I have the credentials I do. A lot of the stuff on this list, I guess pretty much all of it, I've tried, so I can give my own personal experiences. And yeah, so let's get right into it. We'll start with the most important softmax, which is getting lean. And this is gonna go straight into S tier. So I shouldn't really have to explain myself on this, but no hard maxes or like any other things are gonna move the needle quite like getting lean. So before you get into any form of self-improvement, the first step that you need to do is get lean. Get below 50% body fat at least, ideally 10 to 12% range. The next thing is going to be castor oil. And castor oil, I'm gonna put it in D tier. So people will use this on their eyebrows and their eyelashes, hoping for growth. And the thing is, there's no evidence behind that. The only reason it's not an F tier is because there's some anecdotal claims and it can make your eyelashes and eyebrows appear thicker when you have it on. So yeah, that's going straight into D tier. Right here we got microneedling. And microneedling is gonna go into B tier. So microneedling can have different purposes. It can be for skin, it can be for hair growth, and there's some pretty significant evidence showing the collagen production. So it is gonna help get rid of some acne scars, maybe help with some hair growth, but it's not gonna be some sort of miracle unless you're willing to get professionally done. I've only experimented with this on my eyebrows and I didn't really notice anything. That's why I can't speak on it too much, but people do get good results from this on their skin. So this could be higher, but just from my personal experience, I'm gonna put it in B tier. I still do it, but I haven't noticed that big of a difference. Next thing we're gonna go is teeth whitening. So teeth whitening is gonna go straight into A tier. So teeth whitening, teeth are one of the most important things in your body. Your smile is going to be what attracts a lot of people at first, and you want your teeth to be not yellow. You want them to be the same color as your sclera, so the same color as the whiteness of your eyes. And the only way to get through that is teeth whitening or veneers. So yeah, teeth whitening gets A tier. Very, very solid, looks matte, and yeah. Next thing is going to be facial cleanser. Facial cleanser is also going to go into A tier. So you're going to want to use this. I think everyone knows about a consistent skincare routine by now, and cleanser is a staple in all those. It's not going to necessarily actually, I'll move it down to B tier because it's not necessarily going to have a big effect on removing acne, but it's just good practice, good hygiene, and it will prevent some acne and just help your overall hygiene. So that's why it goes in B tier. Next up, we're going to have oral minoxidil. So this is going to be oral minoxidil can be used for many different purposes. It was originally made to reduce blood pressure, but people will use it for hair growth and mainly for eyebrows and eyelashes, or at least that's what I've experimented with it for. People do get good results for facial hair growth, but obviously I don't look good with facial hair, so I just shave it off anyways, and for regrowing the hairline. So there's a bit of nuance here. So it's not, if you are receding, it can help grow some hair back, but it's not gonna be a super effective treatment. I have noticed some difference on my eyelashes and eyebrows, but not a crazy difference where it's a massive halo for me. So there's also some claims that it will cause facial bloating. So that's something to keep in mind. I haven't noticed that, but as you can see, there's lots of nuance here and not necessarily a big meaningful difference. So I'm gonna put it at the top of B tier. Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it in B tier. She could rearrange it. It's not, oh yeah, okay. So yeah, at the top of B tier, we got oral minoxidil. Next thing we're gonna have is debloating. So debloating, there's a lot of misconceptions around debloating. A lot of people will think that they're bloated when really they just carry a lot of body fat. So that's something to keep in mind. You will have a bit of a difference from your face being bloated versus not, but it's not as big of a difference as people think. People will obsess over bloating when really they're probably just a higher body fat percentage. But if you can debloat really effectively by like cutting water, by using diuretics or cutting carbs, then that can create a meaningful difference in like a day or two period. But other than keeping your potassium 3-to-1 with sodium. There's not much you can do for debloating, and it will make a difference, but it's not like this big difference maker that a lot of people make it out. So I'm gonna put this in C tier. The next thing we got is under eye creams. So in my opinion, under eye creams are sort of cope. I've experimented with a lot of them as I have dark circles under my eyes, but to be honest, none of them really made meaningful difference. The only way to fix your under eyes is with concealer or by getting infraorbital rim implants or fat grafting done. So honestly, just skip the under eye creams. If you want a short-term solution, just get some concealer. So I'm gonna put this in D because some people do say it works. It's sort of like castor oil where there's some anecdotal claims, but it's not really gonna do much. Next up, we got hair loss prevention. So that's dutasteride, finasteride, and RU5881, I think. And these are gonna be S tier because a lot of people say, oh, you can just go bald and you look good, but let's be honest, a lot of people aren't gonna pull off that bald look. Like, you're not The Rock. And these, what they're gonna do is dutasteride and finasteride are gonna block the conversion from testosterone into DHT, which is gonna stop the most common thing that causes hair loss, which is DHT. Some people do claim this will cause erectile dysfunction, but that's only in a small amount of people, and I don't know, I'd rather my dick not work than be balding. So yeah, that's why that's in the S tier. Next up, we've got dyeing eyebrows, eyelashes, or hair. So I guess this is just like improving contrast in general. And this is gonna be straight into the S tier. One of the most instant results you can get after getting lean is gonna be improving your coloring. One of the easiest ways to do that is by dyeing your eyebrows and eyelashes a darker shade. Obviously, this is gonna depend on your phenotype, but for most people, dyeing their eyebrows and eyelashes just a shade darker is gonna serve to massively benefit their looks. And the same can be said with hair, but that's really gonna depend a bit more on your phenotype. So I haven't experimented with that, but I can't speak on that, but definitely dyeing eyelashes and eyebrows makes a big difference. So one of the most meaningful soft maxes that you can do. Next up, we got color contacts. So there's a lot of controversy around these. This is one of the most common frauds looks maxers will do. I've never experienced with it. They do produce results, but I don't know. I just don't really see the real world application to this. I mean, I guess if you're just trying to go to the bar to pick up girls, it could work, but just trying to fraud all of your looks with colored contacts just seems like too much for me. So they definitely work, but I've never used them. I'm gonna put them in C tier. Next up, we've got anabolic steroids. And I want to start by saying it's not medical advice. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm doing, but this is purely theoretical. But anabolic steroids, they're really gonna serve to benefit your physique, and physique is one of the most important things about improving your look. Now, this could really serve to detriment to you if you do it wrong and you start to get bloated, gyno. That's really gonna serve to detriment your looks. But if you're able to utilize the right compounds, you can really use this to your advantage, and it's one of the most meaningful looks maxes you can do. I personally haven't had any experiences with this yet because I'm still young, but definitely in the future I plan on most likely utilizing compounds. So I'm just going to go on S tier as it's going to meaningfully increase your looks and your lifestyle if you're able to utilize the right compounds at the right doses with the right protocols in place. Next up, we've got peptides. So it is kind of hard to put all the peptides in one category, but I'm just going to sort of generalize it just for the purpose of this video. For the most part, a lot of the peptides are a bit of a waste of money, but there definitely is some peptides that are worth it. But there's a lot of nuance in here, so I want to go through that before I rank this. If you're just following your TikTok creator and getting sold a bunch of peptides thinking they're going to improve your looks, you're going to be wrong. But if you're looking at peptides like MT2, peptides like RETA, and peptides like GHKCU, then those are the kind of the main three peptides that you'll see a meaningful difference with. So RETA, I would say, is S tier for looks, just for the byproduct of you getting lean. MT2 will improve your coloring, of course, so you'll be able to get tan, which for the most part will increase your looks depending on your phenotype. And GHKCU, honestly, I've never used it because I don't see a need to it with retinoids being a thing, but there is promising results for skin and hair. So peptides can definitely be S tier because things like RETA, like they're gonna meaningfully improve the way that you look. But if you're just spending a bunch of money on these peptides that you don't really know about, just getting sold bullshit, that could be an F tier. But peptides like Retta, like MT2, like BBC, or that's not going to affect your looks, but GHK or glutathione even could affect your looks. But yeah, for things like Retta, MT2, I'm going to put that in S tier. But I can do a deeper dive into peptides and rate them all. Sorry, this is one take. It's unedited and it's my first video, so sorry for the stuttering. But yeah, I can do a deeper dive into peptides. I can do a deeper dive on all of these at some point, but this is kind of just going through everything. But yeah, I'll definitely do a deeper dive on a lot of these topics in the future. Honestly, I think that's it for part 1. I'm gonna make this part like I don't know how many parts, but I'm gonna try and get through this whole list, which this might take a while. But yeah, if you stayed to the end, thank you so much. This is my first video, so any feedback you have, drop it in the comments. And if there's anything that you really want to see ranked, let me know. I'll make sure to prioritize that in the next part. And if any of these you want a deeper dive on, let me know. I can do a deeper dive on them. But thank you so much for tuning in to my first video. If you stay to the end, please drop a comment, a like. That mean a lot for me. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a good day. And yeah, just keep improving yourself.